Hello, I am Mike of Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. Right, last time, I got to about here, being in orbit, and then I pressed all the wrong buttons, and I just staged everything until it fell apart. I did actually manage to rescue everything, all the science and that, but it was a dismal failure. Let's face that. So basically, I basically got back into orbit. Um, I thought I'm not going to like repeat what we already did that. So I didn't bother doing it again. Um, so that was all right. I didn't get quite as good an orbit as before. I mean, previously I got a really quite a good orbit. Um, oh right. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's go with that. Well, let's go check it out. Okay, so that's going to be pretty good. So what is going to make that? Ooh. I will just fix that close to the time. Okay. Uh, uh. Yeah, so I didn't get quite as good an orbit as last time. I lost about 100 delta V to circularization as opposed to about 80 odd, so I did pretty well. I guess we're going to see how well I do here. I think I've worked out what's wrong with Kerbal Alarm Clock, which is that I haven't updated my version of KSP. There's been an update that I've missed. I think I'm on. I wonder if this tells me. I thought the debug menu might tell me, but I don't know. So I need to update that. I think that's what I've done. So my Steam install is probably correct, but my the I've copied it to a separate place so that I can have a clean install and not worry about it. I'll go back here, and that's what's going on with that. So I need to copy over the new version to my save directory, to my other directory. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And have I done something idiotic, like not staged correctly? Yes. Hopefully that won't balk things too much. Yeah, I always get confused as to what stage. That's why I think that's why everything went wrong before. Because I wasn't sure where I was staging and started hitting space, and that just broke it. Alright, so we're going to focus our view here. Oh, this is not good. Oh, there we go. I might actually say that's close enough. Actually, yeah, I think we're just going to have to go with that. That's close enough. Excellent, sweet, 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 sweetie, sweet. So we will go blurk and put ourselves back on to being focused on ourselves. And then I'm going to immediately go back here and then focus view. So that is going to be a well, this is an adjustment burn to try and see what we can do. I would have thought that would do something, but it ain't. It ain't doing nothing. What I want to do is bring my orbit closer in. Which it ain't doing. Right. Add maneuver. Nothing's actually changing the. I wonder. If when am I? No, the mun encounter's not for 18 days. So that the mun encounter is going right round and then hitting again. So that's not it. Oh, and then that mun encounter slingshots me out of the atmosphere, out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Now I'm not changing. Let's check that there. Does any of these make any difference? This is slightly odd. You would expect it to do something, but nothing seems to change it. I wonder. Let's try moving closer to the time in question. Oh, and now suddenly I don't have an encounter at all. Oh, hang on. No, it's still my target. Oh, I hate... Oh, there we go. Okay, so I've got an encounter. Great. Now, which way is that taking us? Maybe. Well, okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to do this one just so I get an encounter with Minmus. Because I suddenly was not getting one. Oh, hang on. And also, yes, making sure that it's on the blue line and not anything else. That seems to be quite useful. There we go. What am I looking for? I think that's going to be alright. That's going to be what I want. Well, apparently I absolutely need that little tiny bit of prograde there. Alrighty then. Whoops, next maneuver. .5 seconds. I reckon I can actually probably get this. Even using just full throttle and not. And get closer. This is going to be fiddly. Sometimes you just the encounters are just fiddly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That should be correct. Now this is a point where I'd love to be able to just pick random points in space and say, okay, could you just put the camera there, please? In this case, it's working okay. I'm warping 2, which is what I want. There's Minmus. Okay, we're 40 minutes away from an encounter, which is a bit far, quite frankly. Because we're going, the orbit compared to Kerbal is really slow. It's like when you're right around the atmosphere, you know, it's 2,000 meters per second, but here it's like 40 odd. I'm actually speeding up because I'm actually beyond my apparatus with Kerbal, so I've come out and I'm coming back in a bit. Right, 4 minutes away. Is that the Mun back there? So about to encounter Minmus. There we go. That's what we want. Inclination's pretty good actually. 82. So I might want to change that a bit if I can. That looks pretty good. What's up with my inclination at? There we go. And so now, add maneuver, I'll put it on my Perry. I'll just do what it takes to get well, actually, I'm going to hope I've got enough. I've got 218. Ooh, yeah, okay. There we go. Certainly not coming back. Close E snuff. I'm going to have about, what? I can't do maths in my head. About 50 meters per second, something along those lines. Warp there. But actually, I don't mind this one. Oh, there's a thing to check though. Yes, so I can might as well grab some science while I'm here. So how do they really indicate that Minmus is far too dense to be comprised of mint ice cream? So keep one, and then we reset all the others. And we're 17 minutes away, so we will go back to map view. And we'll actually, I think I can safely warp to next maneuver because the node burn time is less than 30 seconds. It'll take me to a minute to node, and that's fine. Keep reset. If the, I mean, Kerbal unclock will give you that half half burn time gap, which this won't. But as long as the half burn time is reasonably small, it's not a problem to just warp towards. So I'm clearly deciding that at some point I'm going to grab these. I'm not quite sure how this is going to be achieved, but I'll think of something. Uh, 6.5 second burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay, so we're going to deploy the scanner and see what it thinks. Okay, so it's entirely happy to do this. Here we go. I've realized a thing. Okay, my altitude is suboptimal, that's fine. Suboptimal, that's fine. Ideal. So I'm doing all these scans at once. Optiones. Resource settings. I could have undone the instant resource scan and had to do the kind of the exact kind of scanning I'm doing right now, in fact. But I've done it now, I don't mind. So I'm doing ScanSat again because I like ScanSat. So I'm too low, I think, for the high and the multi. But if I go to the big map, which is showing Kerbal for some reason. Yeah, so I'm getting some of the biome and the altimetry, so that's fine. I'm going to be leaving this here for a while anyway, because I can't come and really get it. So I might as well just leave that. I've got 50 odd Delta V, which is what I thought I had. I could, in theory, try maybe going out. Now I've got the resource scan done. So I can now start thinking about sending a hopper or something to bop around all the various biomes. I can also get rid of that. I can also send back some science maybe. And do those things, but that is basically a successful mission. Hurrah! I'll want to come and grab that data at some point, so I probably want to send a Kerbal mission again into a polar orbit, and try and get those to sync up so I can grab that remaining data. But that's going to be much later. So, thanks very much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, come visit Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com. We're also on Facebook and on Twitter. You'll find links to that in the video description. And until next time, reach for the stars.